Hello, quick mid-month readings for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus. The timestamps are below. I am just going to get this done right now. So Aries, mid-month, June 2025. Aries, mid-month, June 2025. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, the World. Knight of Cups reversed. King of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so we're coming into some... Okay, what? Okay. There was another card flipped up right when I was going to set the deck aside, and that is the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so we've got here somebody that's really coming into their own. Maybe they're starting their own business, doing a side gig that's very lucrative. Here with Nine of Pentacles energy, Aries, people are reaching out to you. It's like you may have gotten a recent amount of work that had 9 involved in the dollar amount somehow, 90, 900, 9,000, whatever it is. There's something like this here mid-month, and there's a lot of good communication there with the hawk or the falcon coming in and out. This is like a end of one era and the beginning of another, with the World as the next card. And look at the laurel wreath. This is triumphant here. So it's like you're stepping into a whole new era of your life. Knight of Cups reversed. I'm just hearing, I just heard no nonsense. Like, this is not personal, this is not emotional, this is not a time to be overly giving or sharing of personal feelings or emotions. This is all business here with the Nine of Pentacles lady showing up. So we're keeping emotions out of it, and we're also being very professional. Okay. I like the King of Swords here as the next card. We have a situation where I feel like your guardian angels and guides have been watching out for you and sent this thing to you here, Aries. And there's also maybe could be somebody that's important in this process, like an accountant or an attorney or a mentor of some kind that has a lot of knowledge there with the sword and experience in this, and they're helping you through this. And again, I feel like it's also a nudge from your spirit team coming in here. Seven of Swords. So when I was putting the deck aside and this card was flipped up right on top of it, when I saw this, I just couldn't believe that this was the final card in all of this. Someone's trying to be sneaky. Now, general reading, maybe you're keeping all this stuff super low-key and you don't really want to attract attention to yourself because you're still working out the bugs, or you're in a learning curve and you kind of want to keep all of that stuff very low-key, and so, you know, you're just trying to maintain a low profile and move on with all these new ideas and everything without attracting the attention of the people over here in the background, right? And this also could be the advice that this mentor has given you. Like, stay off social media, don't talk about this stuff a lot. There's something you need to keep to yourself on the down low about this situation. It also could be that this mentor person has other clients and they're super private. Like, it seems like they're being evasive, but it's just that they're super professional and they don't talk about other stuff, right? They don't. So, you know, they just want to be highly professional. So that's my interpretation of seeing this card here at the end of all of this. I feel like, too, there's something else it could be in a second kind of storyline, and that is you need this King of Swords person to protect you from grifty, fraudulent people, or someone sells you one story, and then you end up getting a contract or getting down to business, and it turns out to be a different amount of money or a different story. And so there's something like that. And this person's real helpful in weeding out. Notice how in the art, this person's guarding and blocking this from approaching you, Aries. I like that story a lot. All right. Let's see what the side cards have to say for Aries. Mid-June 2025. Aries, mid-June 2025. Yep. Oh, hey, there's the mentor. Again. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so what's going on here is that you've really been working on this stuff. Again, not being sneaky, but just keeping a super low profile, staying out of the public, keeping stuff off social media. You've been keeping a super low profile regarding this whole situation, and you've really gone within and kind of worked on some of your own personal things that could have been issues that may have thwarted success in business or success at a workplace. And this Sage card is this mentor, this protector, this very wise person or guardian angel that's helping you with this, protecting you with this. And now you have way more freedom with the Liberation card than you had in the past. Like, it's doing this work and becoming successful and having this mentor has really, or protector, has really freed you up to get out there and go and do and be and see and be the fabulous Nine of Pentacles that you are. So if you don't have a mentor and you're considering it, I mean, just reach out. Ask people. And if you feel like this is more of a spiritual thing, whichever, let me know in the comments. I'm going to get one card from each of these oracle decks that I've created. If you like them, there's a link in the description. This is the Outdoor Oracle, Aries, mid-June 2025. Rope. Yep. Road Trip Oracle, Aries, mid-June 2025. Yep. Historic Site. Higher Love Oracle. Aries, mid-June 2025. Guide. There's your... So, it is your spirit team. All right. And or a mentor. Okay, so the Rope card. Next level, enhancement, negotiating skills, lifeline, and their freedom. Again, so the liberation, freedom. There's something about negotiation or taking your skills and enhancing them, taking them to the next level so you can move on and be more and more successful with every step you take. And freedom. And interestingly enough, we have a rope bond broken here. So once you move on to the next level, you move on quickly. Historic Site, respect and integrity. So you're doing all this, keeping some respect and integrity. You don't want to get involved in stuff like this. This mentor has really been helpful. This guide, whether it's your spirit team or an actual mentor or someone with good professional advice here, they're keeping everything on the up and up, you know, helping you avoid pitfalls and shady people and situations. And so this is all about like really moving up in some sort of professional capacity. I love this reading for you, Aries. This is pretty incredible. Wow. Okay, on to Leo. Leo, welcome to mid-June 2025 quick reading. Leo, thanks for checking in. Let us get right to it. Mid-June 2025 quick reading. Leos. Okay, Eight of Swords, you're in your head a lot here in the middle of June. There's a lot of what ifs and if-thens and kind of chain of event, kind of thinking things through a little too much. Like, well, if I do that, then what's going to happen next? And then that could happen and all this. This is keeping you stuck. There's a lot going on here, but the key thing here is that you don't have all the information you need. With the blindfold, you need to get out and mix a little bit and find out what's going on in your circle of friends and your professional network, wherever it is that you socialize or go out here. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like people want to see you. They want to see you out. It's not like you're being shut out or uninvited or anything like that. So I think to get clear and get more information so you can kind of get out of this stuck feeling, you need to go out and get more information. And you can do that by networking. So what is going to happen here with the Judgment card is that some opportunity or offer is going to swing around that is something that you never thought would come back around. This is something that you were part of a long time ago. And it's in the past. You put it behind you. It didn't work out and all this stuff. And it's swinging like this opportunity. Here's what, maybe you're afraid to move forward because this could be a really amazing opportunity. I feel like it's like an opportunity to do it right this time, because look at the red flag there. It's a red flag, and angel's trying to get your attention. Hey, you know, and so I feel like, okay, now's your chance. And what is the next card? Eight of Cups. Walk away. There's something about leaving the emotions behind and walking away. Look, there's the moon too, and last night and early this morning is the full moon that I'm doing this video. So there's something here about just walk away. You eventually will get clear on what's going on. The blindfold will come off. You'll get out of this feeling stuck once you get more information. When this new offer that's really an old situation from somebody that you used to work with or know or be involved with comes forward, this card's saying walk away. Okay, let's see what the side cards have to say. Leo's mid-June 2025. Leo's mid-June 2025. Okay, yeah. Get out there, network. Voyage, tree, and peace. Yeah, okay, so you may have to travel. You may be invited to some sort of gathering or event that's like where it requires a little bit of travel here with the voyage. But this is important because it helps you connect with people that are you need to get this information from, whether it's family, friends, work associates, or professional connections. Whatever this is saying, yeah, go forward and make those connections and get clear on what you need to do to walk away. Like, you have 2 8s here. 8 of Swords, I'm stuck. 8 of Cups, no, I'm not. So August might be significant with the 2 8s there, but I'm definitely seeing that there's something here about getting out. 5 of Pentacles reverse, socializing, networking, making these connections. Wow, that fell right on that card too. That is no accident, y'all. And this will bring you some peace. Like, you know what? I choose peace. I'm not stuck now that I have the information I need, and I'm walking away from too much drama. I'm walking away. Protect your peace. All right, let's get one each of an oracle card from my decks. If you like them, there's a link in the description below. This is the Outdoor Oracle. One card, please, for Leo folks. Sleeping bag. This is the Road Trip Oracle. Relaxation and Trust with the Bus, the Higher Love Oracle. Ascending. Yep. Alright, so with the sleeping bag, what we're looking at here is dreams coming true, transformation, cocoon to butterfly. Ascending. So yeah, this is like something, a lesson. I kept in the tarot card part, I saw that you needed to go back and revisit so you could do it right this time. And you're going to. Notice how when the 8 of Cups, they're up in the top of the mountains as well, so they're definitely ascending. Yeah. So you can, relaxation and trust. Once you get the information you need and make these connections and get a network better established or expanded, peace, relaxation, and trust. Peace, which is basically the same thing as this card. This is like a life lesson that's going to kick you up into the next level with the Ascending card because you're going to handle it the right way this time. All right, let's see what Sagittarius reading is. Sagittarius, hello, welcome to mid-June quick reading. Sagittarius folks, thanks for checking in. Let's get to it. Sagittarius, mid-June quick reading. Wow. Cool. All right, Sag. Either you have a water sign in a significant top chart placement like your sun, moon, or rising sign. I know I'm saying Sag, but sometimes people watch the readings for their moon signs or their rising signs. So whatever's going on here, you could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio somewhere significantly in those placements, or someone you are very close with that you've known a long time definitely is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. With the sun reversed, this person doesn't make stuff easy. They make stuff a little bit harder. The red flag's really standing out to me. You know, this upright is like a great card, and wow, we're having a great sunny afternoon out here in the sunflower field. But in the reverse, you know, it's like this person seems to always like bring a downer to everything, or they're great until they're not. You know what I'm saying? And here mid-June, Six of Swords is like you're just moving on from the drama, right? You don't need it. It also could be that this person is a second story. This person's a very close friend. You've known them a long time, and you are able to share things that are personal, private, and cool. They're cool with that. They have discretion, and they don't talk about stuff. They're not like one of these secret share people. Right? They're not gossip. Notice the lid on the cup, right? And you've been sharing with this person all the stuff that's not going great here. Sun in reverse. Six of Swords upright. They're kind of telling you, just get in the boat and go then. Notice there's ocean behind this Queen, and it continues here into the art of the Six of Swords. It's really interesting. Check it out. Look. So, so that's two stories. You know, apply it to you. It's a general reading. Apply it how it fits for you, Sagittarius viewers. So, either you're moving away from this person that always seems to like not screw stuff up. Well, maybe they do, but it's like they're always altering something to the point where it makes it unpleasant somehow. Anyway, somebody's turning their back on all this stuff and deciding to move on. Okay, we have another very strong water sign card here with the High Priestess. Definitely, you know, a Piscean kind of energy. Cancer there with the moon, and, you know, Scorpio with the moon stuff. So there's something here about your intuition is on point, Sagittarius. If you've been dealing with somebody that you thought might be a person that you could, you know, talk with about things or whatever, the Six of Swords is saying your intuition is telling you that it's not going to bring you happiness, and you should just go ahead and move on, right? Or, you know, when they're acting this way, because obviously you've known them a long time, and it's not like you can just discard family connections or other connections, right? When they act this way, go ahead and move on and do your thing. Or if you're dealing with somebody and sharing this information with somebody, they're telling you, trust your intuition. When it's time to leave, it's time to leave. Okay, so a couple of different stories here for Sagittarius, but it's definitely like your intuition's on point. The moon is really standing out here, and it is the full moon, like right now while I'm doing this reading. It started last night, and it's ongoing right now. So really lean into that connection, and realize that whether you're getting advice or sharing information with this person as a friend-to-friend connection, or this person is the person that sometimes is a Debbie Downer, Donnie Downer, and, you know, you just need to move on from that kind of energy. You know, your intuition will tell you when it's the right time. Oh my gosh. Let me know in the comments which storyline is yours. General reading, you know. Okay, let's see what the Psy cards say for Sagittarius viewers. And Leo had this card too. Oh. Skills. So you're very talented, experienced, and you pull all of your skill sets together for positive outcomes to make stuff happen. you're like a team leader or somebody that's just done something quite a long time and you know how the game's played and you have extreme capability of getting stuff figured out, done, and pulled together with conclusions and conception of being able to finish something on time, under budget, and, you know, all of that stuff. Like, you've got the skills. And your education and your experience, you use creative visualization and imagining outcomes to create wisdom in order to proceed to create, you know, positive outcomes either at your workplace or in your own business situations, which is fantastic. So with the tree, we have this connection. So maybe this Queen of Cups person is a family member because it's like the family tree, or a work connection, you know, like networking at work, or they're in your community, like they're a neighbor that you do a lot of community things with, you know, going to meetings or whatever. You have the skills to become part of this network, part of this connection, part of this community, okay? There's something here about the body, and I'm super weirded out that that card came out, Sagittarius, so I'm going to just take a quick look. Health and general physique. So there's something about the health of this body of people, this community, this network, that maybe isn't so great, and you're beyond that now. Like, you know, you're more mature or more experienced, and it's time for you to take the next step. Because there's something here about the health of this connection, this network, this community, that maybe you're calling into question, like, you know, I've tried to help, I've tried to do everything I could, I've offered advice, it hasn't worked out the way I thought, I guess it's time to move on. My intuition's telling me, screaming at me to move on. And it could be that the cards are just saying, like, you know, maybe it is time. Maybe there is something about the health of this network, this community, that you've outgrown. Okay. That happens sometimes, you know. Let's see. I'm going to do one card from each of my oracle decks. This is the outdoor oracle. Sagittarius viewers. Yep, backpack. It's just like the skills card. I love it when the cards do this stuff. Road trip oracle. Sagittarius, mid-June 2025. Cooler preservation. Okay. Higher love oracle. Forgotten. Okay. Backpack. Education, experience, skill set, management of space and time. Okay. So you know how to manage yourself and manage your workflow, manage how you do things. Like I said, you're at the top of your game, and you use your experience and your education, to pull together solutions to issues or obstacles in any kind of situation, and you're making stuff happen. Preservation. So you're trying to preserve something that's forgotten with the second card here. And it could be you're trying to preserve something here, if it's a family member or a long-term friendship here. You know, you're just trying to keep the peace. You're trying to preserve this situation, and there's something that you've forgotten here. And I feel like it is that you can certainly move on, and your intuition's trying to give you some nudges here with this High Priestess energy. You know, move on when they're having a bad day. Move on if this is a situation where this relationship or this work situation is just not good. It's not working out. Your intuition will tell you when the right time to kind of address that or move along is. I do feel like it's more of like a family connection where it's like, you know, this person is just a person and they have their days. And on those days, you can just do your own thing. And I feel like your intuition is pretty on point about something, though. If you're trying to preserve something and you've had to teach yourself how to do that, like, are you really living? You know, if it's in a relationship with somebody where you have to expend a lot of energy just to keep the peace instead of actually doing business or actually being in a happy home in a relationship. Don't forget, you've forgotten something then. You've forgotten to put your self-worth first and your personal peace first. And this card is just a reminder to say, you know, you need to get in touch with your intuition straight away. And if you're having to do this more often than not, or you're seriously contemplating leaving a long-term relationship, then is it worth preserving? Okay. Somebody leave me a comment. There's a lot going on in this reading. A lot. So somebody let me know. Moving on to Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. Hello. Mid-June. Sorry. Got a little carried away there. Knocked over my camera stand. Ophiuchus, mid-June 2025. Let's get a quick reading here for you. Ophiuchus, mid-June 2025. Ophiuchus, mid-June 2025. Okay, crazy. Sagittarius got the exact same first card. I literally just shuffled the deck. Twice on camera and once off. So take that for a meaning. Ophiuchus, mid-June 2025. Knight of Wands, Fool reversed. Okay. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Is what I'm seeing with Fool reversed, Chariot upright. Knight of Wands, upright. Okay, so you're not happy with some situation here mid-June. It's not bringing you like the full bliss that you had hoped it would. Maybe you've seen some red flags, because check that red flag out. It's pretty big. And you're thinking of moving on from this situation. And you've already got some ideas about what you want to do, where you want to go, maybe what kind of person you would like to be dating or be associated with. So there's something here about being excited and passionate about moving on. But why aren't you? The Fool is in reverse. It's like, oops, there's some stuff I needed to finish up, tie up, some loose ends I need to get taken care of. I don't want to walk off the edge of that cliff. It looks scary. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? But look, the Knight of Wands, it's like, you're going out right now, and there's the wand in the hand of the Fool, right? So you're excited about some. You just feel like there's some stuff you need to finalize, finish, close out. And then by the end of June, look, Chariot, and your wand turns into a beautiful mystical scroll of wisdom and a magic wand. Look at the laurel wreath on the head there with the star crown. The victor and the star. And all the stars above you. Notice the moon epaulets on the armor, and those are those shoulder pieces that look like crescent moons. So there's something you need to keep secret, is what I'm seeing in this whole situation. Just keep it to yourself, because then when you do move on, you're going to get all the what-ifs finalized, the dark and light, the pros and the cons, and balance that stuff out, and you're going to move on in triumph and with an even better wand. Whew, that made me a little... that made me a little excited for you, Ophiuchus. Wow. Okay. Let's see what the side cards have to say. Side cards for Ophiuchus, mid-June 2025. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, you're kind of stuck with forget the idea and then yes. And it's crazy how these cards fell out almost very similar to the tarot cards. Like, so with this Never card, you're really thinking about forgetting about moving on. Like, you know, maybe I should not do this. There's a lot of loose ends I need to figure out. I need to get straightened out. This is not the time. But you get a message here. And it's new and exciting and fabulous. Comes in and you're like, oh my gosh, of course I should do that. But then you feel like it's like something, have I done this before? Am I going to get stuck in a rut? Why am I, what, maybe I should take care of some stuff first, you know, before I step off the cliff here. And, you know, I'm being cautiously optimistic. I need to take care of some stuff first here. And the yes card's like, yeah. And once you do that, the answer is yes. It's really, I cannot, and you're going to move on and try. I can't believe how these cards pretty much mirrored the tarot cards almost exactly. That is freaky. I mean, the cards do that quite often. There's the same message comes through, but to see almost an exact mirror, I'm a little, whoa. Okay, I'm going to get one card each from my oracle decks. This is the outdoor oracle. Ophiuchus, mid-June. It's a road trip oracle. Are these cards doing the same thing? Oh my gosh. The Higher Love Oracle. Questions. Okay, let's put that back in there and see if that's your card. Interesting. Higher Love Oracle. Magic. Okay. Okay, you have questions. The Higher Love Oracle showed me. So the question here is, this card saying, societies, thankfulness, sustenance, food, teamwork, and economies. So there's something about working with a group of people or working with a situation to make bank, to have abundance, to have food even, really at its base, to make money so you can live in this weird reality. So there's something here about working and working with a team, and I feel like that explains why you want to get out and go, but you do feel like you might be going the wrong way. Delayed arrival. Here's that Fool in reverse. Yep, we're going to delay stepping forward. We don't want to make the same mistakes. We don't want to keep spinning the wheel around if we think it's not going to work out for us, right? Delayed arrival. But really, in the end, the answer is yes. Magic. I can't believe these cards did the same thing. You have everything you need to, yes, move on from this. You do just need to tie up some loose ends so you don't feel like you're going to make any mistakes in this great adventure moving forward, whether it's like some sort of work offer or working with some people in a different kind of capacity, whatever this is. Yeah, take your time. Work out the issues. Don't fall off the cliff. And just know in the end, you have everything you need to move on. You've got, look, your wand turns into a scroll of wisdom. It's like the magician's wand in the magician card. Yeah, that's where the magic happens, when you really take your time and get through all the obstacles that could possibly hinder your teamwork and your economy, you know, how you're working and bringing in all the sustenance and abundance. Oh, I can barely breathe. This has just been an amazing reading. Wow, I'm kind of impressed with you. All right, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of June, and I'll be back in July. If you want to get a couple of extra few readings every now and then, join my Patreon or my member level on the channel. It's very cheap, very inexpensive, less than a coffee and a couple of levels. So check that out. Thank you so much. Have a great month.